Hello, everyone. This is the Tuesday edition of the PLR show. You're about to hear a live presentation that I did with our Ultimate Insider group on how to have success with PLR in 2021. If you want to find out more about Ultimate Insiders, go to theplrshow.com/insider training. Or if you want to get access to our free PLR Academy, you can do that at theplrshow.com. And with that, thanks. Enjoy the training. Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about building up your marketing assets, and so we want to use your PLR obviously to do that, and so in kind of thinking about this, we want to kind of revert back to something that I've talked about before, is determining what your marketing assets are, and this is really a term that again that I didn't come up with. This is one that Jay Abraham came up with. A gentleman named Richard Johnson has codified it in something that he called hidden marketing assets. Michael Sinoff put that online and made it a PLR product of some kind. And you may have had how many of you all have had our product strategic marketing playbook, and you've been through that? That is actually the method of building your marketing assets. That's pretty much the same thing. So, if you haven't been through strategic marketing playbook, please do go through that because it is foundational. And whether or not you choose to use it as PLR, it is foundational to your understanding. And I will tell you this, that when I understood the things that are in that course, a lot of things that did not make sense really made sense. And I promise you that if you go through it, even if everything doesn't make sense, you'll have a better picture of what you're seeing in both marketing on the small business level as well as internet marketing than you did before you really understood that system, right? So basically that system is not unique to me. It's not original to me. I did teach it in Strategic Marketing Playbook. Please do go through it when you have some time. What are your marketing assets? It's your USP. Right? That's no secret to you that everything you do, you've got to have some kind of unique selling proposition. There's got to be a reason that people have got to get it that they can't get elsewhere. It's got to be, you've got to be developing a product line. So basically, you're not just talking about making one sale. You're talking about trying to get a customer for life. So you're trying to make sure that when that customer buys something from you for the first time, you want to keep them so that you continue to take care of their their basic needs until they continue to buy from you those things that they need in order to execute what you're doing to give them success. You want to be developing affiliates and partners, right, all of the time. So whether you're going to have an affiliate marketing part of your business or you're developing partnerships, you want to have what I call strategic marketing alliances. Or in other words, you want to have people that are working with you to promote your business that aren't necessarily competing with you. And sometimes they can even be competing with you as long as they begin to promote your business, you promote theirs. You want to have strategic relationships, right? You need to be developing them. And so, and of course, you want to be developing your buyers list. And so everything that you're doing with your PLR, without your PLR, you're developing these four things all of the time. And so anytime you're looking at how you're going to market, anytime you're looking at whether or not you're going to go forward with something, you got to evaluate it based on these four things. Does it have a USP or does it enhance yours? Are you building out your product lines? In other words, are you looking to get a customer? Are you lining up things so that customer will be able to buy things from you after the first sale? Are you developing partnerships with other people that are strategic, that you're going to be getting ways in order to get other people to promote your business? Are you developing that? And are you developing a buyer's list? Right? Those are the four things that all of the time you have to be developing. And again, you'll find me emphasizing those things in Strategic Marketing Playbook. And, there are some other things, but those are the four things you have to be doing. These are the elements you have to be doing to grow your business for the long term. And so whatever you're doing, the four questions you've got to be asking all the time. am I developing that unique thing? Am I building a product line? Do I have people that are promoting my business? And am I building a list? Right? Is everybody with me so far? Does that make sense? Right? Does that so if you get that sort of really basic 10,000 foot view, please put the number 1 in the question box if you understand me from that point. Right? Okay, 10,000 foot view. We have to be doing that all of the time. Right? And so everything you're doing has to be evaluated on the basis of that. So then how do you grow those things? Well, all the time, you have to be a prolific learner. Right? You've got to be doing something so that you are systematically developing your learning, your learning profile. Very interesting comment I heard in something that I read or I was watching that Dan Kennedy did, the great Dan Kennedy. And what he said was that if he could go back and do any one thing, guess what he said he'd do? He said he would make his education systematic so that it became part of his day, so that it became part of his monthly routine. You must make being a prolific learner part of your business, right? If a company invests time and money into R&D, if they hire people for R&D, you must invest time and money, and then you must make it systematic into learning what you must learn in order to be an educator in your market or niche. Right? Become a prolific learner. Make it systematic. That means books, right? Now, I know that's kind of foreign to what we do these days, but it must be books. You must have experience. You're going to be learning from your experience, and you need to be buying information products. I am convinced that if you want to sell information products, you have to like them, right? You must learn to like them and buy them. Buy them in physical form, buy them in digital form, buy them in book form. You do have to have a desire, an affinity toward information products if you are going to sell them. Can I suggest good books for marketers? Yes. Let me see if I can kind of come on camera here just for a second. I can definitely suggest very good books. First and foremost, I'm going to suggest this series. Let me turn on my camera here for a second. See, is my camera going to be on here? Okay, yep. I think I'm on there. So what I would suggest is going to be this, Expert Secrets. So, and I've got a link to that probably by I think it's going to be here at let's see, my camera's back off there. Let me turn it back on. I've got a link here that I'm going to show you here at the end for Expert Secrets. I would definitely read this. I would also read .com Secrets. You can read this in the audio version, or you can read this in the book version. Either way, both are, I think, foundational. And there's a third one of the series called Traffic Secrets. I would read those 2 books. The other one that I would read would be The Ultimate Sales Letter. This will tell you how to do copy. So in other words, if you want to get the basics of writing copy, you must read this. If you've ever struggled in terms of writing copy and you tried to figure out what am I actually doing, you will know what you are doing when you read this, right? So no, you will not be an expert in terms of writing copy, but you will be able to write a sales video once you finish this book. You will be confident writing a sales letter once you finish reading this book. You will be confident writing a sales letter once you finish reading this book, right? So again, I would read this. The other thing in terms of the entirety of marketing would be this book, The Ultimate Marketing Plan by Dan Kennedy. It is a must read. It is not optional. You must read this. Again, and I would say that even before you start reading a lot of other marketing books, this is one that you must read. And you must get this inside of you and let it be part of your makeup. Before you start reading lots of trendy, sort of newfangled, systems and other things, this is foundational. So yes, I suggest you read those 4 things, and that would be a good start. Let me see what else that I could recommend to you that I have on my shelf. Yeah, I've got Ultimate Sales Letter up there twice. That's how much I think of it. So I would think that those 4 things, and then this is not going to be about marketing, but this is also something that I've talked about before that is not a marketing book, but it is essential to understanding marketing. And I will do this in another session. I don't have time to do it tonight, but this you must read. It's called The Goal. And the goal is important because it explains what are called bottlenecks. And you will then start to understand why when you start to try to design products, what you were trying to do is you were trying to evaporate somebody else's problems on their side. The goal helps you to envision somebody else's product and the problem they're having and the bottleneck they have. And when you design a product, what you are trying to do is you are trying to get rid of their bottleneck. That is what you are trying to do. The Goal is by Goldratt, Eliyahu Goldratt. And I will do an entire other session for insiders specifically on this. Right, so that one is 5th. So those 5 books are a good start. I would start with those. You can do those on audible.com. All right, good question. All right, so what you must also start doing is documenting everything you learn. So one thing that I would do is, and I just turned my camera off, but I'm going to turn it back on, is to get a journal, right? Get a journal. I use the Moleskine journal, and you must start documenting everything, right? Everything that you do, everything that you learn, you need to start documenting and drawing pictures and making it so that it is memorable. And you must put it in a journal, right? So you can get anything. You can get a notebook. You don't have to get a Moleskine journal. But I get these because it makes it so that it's special to me. And I know then that what I put in here, I have to use. And that's why I spend a little money on this journal. Document everything you learn, everything. At the end of the night, you can start it. So 30 minutes before you end your day, before you fall into a YouTube hole, before you get on social media, start documenting everything you learned for the day. So anything that you read in the book that's worthy of you putting in that journal, put it in your journal, right? It becomes like your little book. And when you start trying to go back and you start talking about creating a product and you start talking about writing a book, you know what you're going to get? You're going to get your journal. And you're going to pick up your journal and you're going to go to page 67 and you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to put that in my book, and you will put it in there exactly as you learned it. So again, document everything. In addition to documenting everything, you must start sharing your teaching and your training. What do I mean by that? You must teach things free. You must get people to pay. Really simple. On a daily basis, you should be teaching. Blog posts, it can be a podcast, it can be a video. Teach what you learn every day. Every day start teaching. It can be your email. It can, again, your podcast episode, a video. Start teaching. That's how you really codify what you learn. When you learn something, teach it, right? Teach it immediately. So don't wait to, have this really elaborate sort of content creation plan. Start teaching what you learn. That is how you get it into your person. That is how you start developing a following. Start teaching what you learn. Start looking for like-minded people. When you start looking for like-minded people, you're looking for people to partner with. You're looking for your affiliates. You are then going to start to ask people to commit to you, and you will then start putting people in your continuity program. Right? So again, that is how you grow these marketing assets. You grow them through your partners and affiliates. You ask for people for personal commitment by giving them a continuity program. So when I start telling you about developing a learning center, the reason that you have that learning center is so that you then start asking people, hey, you know what? I can commit more time to you if you will commit to me on a monthly basis. That's what you're saying. I will commit more of myself to you if you will commit yourself to me by paying me monthly. It's a very simple transaction. And so when you do that, you will then start developing your learning center offer in a way that you add things that are going to be unique to them, because you know what to commit to people and get people to commit back to you. Right? Does that make sense? Again, we're still at the 10,000 foot view in terms of developing your marketing assets. So if you get this sort of really high level stuff, put the 2 in the question box, please. Right? Still high level right now. Okay? So again, all right, now, here is the first decision you must make. The very first decision you must make as a marketer. Most important decision. And it is one you do have to make. Now, you must decide who you want your customers to be. And you are going to be a business teacher. You have to decide, do you want your customers to be other internet marketers from the JVZoo Warrior Plus world? You must make that decision. Do you want that to be your customer base? It does not have to be. It does not have to not be. It can be both, but you do have to decide if you want this part of the world to be your customer. If it is not going to be, that's fine. If it is going to be, that's fine. You have to decide that, because this group of customers wants something specific. They want the fastest way to make money. And so you must train them in a certain kind of way. They are interested in tools to help them make money the fastest way. They are interested in tangibles. They're not interested necessarily in the long run. And so if you're going to have a list, you are going to have to give them tangibles. They need to be able to almost taste your method. They need to be able to bite into it and eat it. It must be so that they can see it, touch it, feel it, and taste it, and they will buy it. If it is not tangible, typically, they may not necessarily buy it enthusiastically. But if you decide this is going to be your market, you must make a commitment in order to deliver that. Right? Deliver that. Does that make sense? So when you start choosing offers, I'm not saying that if you're going to promote an affiliate offer, that you do have to promote something that you are going to not be proud of. You still have to promote things that help you to sleep at night. But you must find things that are going to be tangible so that people will be able to make money the next day. They're interested in time being short. So, Jim says they're looking for the fastest, easiest way to make money. That's right. They're interested in 3 T's: tools, tangibles, and time being short. Right? If you're going to commit to that market, that's what you have to commit to. Now, this involves building a list of people, and you are going to have to get over yourself, and you are going to have to start thinking, I need to send an email to this list of people on a daily basis. The number one thing that I find that people have to get over is that people feel uncomfortable with the fact that they need to email this list of people daily. Right now, I'm the only one who can see your answers. How many of you on this call right now have in the past, or you have in the present, felt I'm a little uncomfortable with sending an email on a daily basis? If that's you, I want you to put the 3 in the question box. I'm the only one that can see your answers right now. Yeah, you may feel like, oh man, I don't want to do that. Now, if you want to market to this group of people, understand something. This market will forget about you, right? This market will forget about you. Do you understand that? So it's not personal. It's not because they think that you're less than. This group of people will forget about you if you do not mail to them daily. So now, if you don't want to do this, it's fine. You can't market to this group of people. I'm just telling you. Now, you don't have to, but you're going to have to get over that if this is a group of people you want to market to. Right? That's just Jim is saying every other day. No, not every other day, Jim. It must be every day. This group of people will forget about you. And again, it's not because you're not a marketer. It's just because the market is emailing daily. Right. Now, you might run people off. You might run people off of your list. And if you want to have the people that you're running off your list, then just settle in that this is not the group of people that you're going to want to market to. Right now, that's just the real deal. Now, the most efficient model is going to be that until you have something you can offer on a daily basis, you're going to have to send relevant affiliate offers. You're going to have to create your own. Right? That's the way you're going to have to model to market to this group. If you want to turn this into a business that pays you full time. That's as real as I can get to you. You are going to build your list from your launch and getting affiliates to send you traffic. Right, affiliates will send you traffic. You are going to have to launch. Period. There's no fancy. You need affiliates to send you traffic. You need to launch and get affiliates on board. Danae is asking, should you daily broadcast or build a long series? Daily broadcast, right? You need to write daily. So things change too fast to create a series. That now in the old world, Danae, and you've been at this a little as long as I've been at this. I think that's the old school model. You could build this long series, but if you're gonna market to the make money online market, right? This is what you will have to do. Okay, Tim, hang with me, Tim. I'm coming. Hang with me, Tim. Right. Okay, so now, if this is the path you want to take, right, set up your onboarding call with me so I can determine how to get, because there is an individual path to everybody. Not everybody wants to do this. And all of this is so based on what you do well, I would almost have to work with you individually. So set up your onboarding call with me if this is the path you want to take. Right? Seriously. And I say that not because I want to have a bunch of people on the onboarding call or anything like that. I'm just saying that a lot of this is going to be based on what you do really well. And this is almost so specific to your particular part of the trade that you take that you may not want to create products. You may want to be an affiliate marketer. You may want to do CPA marketing. You may want to do, memberships. You may want to be a freelancer. So if that's the case, all this is so individual that you're going to have to figure this out individually, right? Okay, so the onboarding call is the plrshow.com/Charles, right? That's where you set that up. So let's see, I'll write this here. The plrshow.com/Charles. That's how you do it. All right. Everybody with me so far, right? So I had to do that, right? So that was just something we had to do, right? And I know most of you all don't want to do that, but some of you do, right? Now, let me say this. Let me say this to you, right? I'm going to put a bug in your ear, as I always do, and I do this on my onboarding calls too. You can still sell to that market if you don't want them to be the majority of your customer base. You can still do it. Now, you can also use it as a way to raise money. You can use it as a way to learn the internet marketing trade. Now, I will circle back to this, but keep this idea as a placeholder. Whatever your area of expertise, you can still bring value to the people in the Make Money Online market. However, what you may want to do is to go into the niche, generate activity in your chosen niche, generate proof, and come back to the Make Money Online market. For example, here's what I mean by that. You want to do, let's say, a personal development, and you want to help personal development coaches, and you want to develop a brand selling to personal development coaches. So here's what you do. You go ahead and you learn how to take care of that market. There's a gentleman here who is an artist. So here's what he would do. He would learn how to do two things. He would learn how to sell his art. He would learn how to help artists sell their product. Once he does that, he would come back to the Warrior Forum or the Warrior Plus market, and he would sell a product to the Warrior Plus market, teaching people how to sell art. He would also teach people how to reach artists. There would be people who want to make money tomorrow, who want to either, number one, sell art, or number two, teach other people how to sell art. There would be people on the Warrior Plus market who would want to reach artists as a client. They would learn from that person based on their experience and what they did. That is how some of you will come back to the Warrior Plus market and bring value to the people without having to be a Warrior Plus marketer. If you understand what I'm saying, please put the number 4 in the question box. If you understand what I'm saying. Okay. Now, there's no guarantee, but listen, your method is going to be unique. It is going to be unsaturated, and it's going to be different from anything else when you put something there. Now, you can do this at any point in time in the process. So in other words, let's say that you build this big list. I'm going to come back to, I'm going to go to dog trainers. Let's say you build this big list of dog trainers, but you haven't sold anything yet. You know what you're going to come, what are you going to come back and teach to the Warrior Plus group? Anybody. So what could you do? If you built a big list of dog trainers, what kind of product could you go to Warrior Plus and taught and teach? What could you build a product? Anybody? How to build a list of dog trainers. Good, Tim. What else? What else could we do? What other kind of product could we go to Warrior Plus and launch? How to build a list, right? How to build a list. We could also go to the Warrior Plus group. How to market to small business owners, right? Plenty of products we could do. We haven't sold anything. All we did was we built this list and we went out and we did it. We can now come back and teach something real to people in the Warrior Plus group right now. Here's what's really cool about this. Let's say the product doesn't sell. Guess what we can do? We can take out the personal references, add graphics, and sell it as content, right? We can sell it with resale rights. We can sell it with PLR rights. Does that make sense? So again, don't think that because you don't market to the Warrior Plus market up front, that you will never be able to come back here and make some money. All you've got to do is go get something real where you do something good, where you do something that will help people to make money and get proof. Right? Does that make sense? So anybody can do this. And when you come back to the Warrior Plus market, you're not coming back there with something phony. You're not coming back there with something that's going to cheat anybody. You're actually going to be one of the people that are coming back to that group who are really giving people real value because it's something that you did. Right now. Okay, so, and I will say this to you as an ultimate insider. When you have a product that's ready to go, contact me, right? Hit me up. I may not be able to promote it, but I may be able to send it out to my group of JVs and tell them about you, right? So when you've got something where you did some proof, you got a real product, and you're ready to go to Warrior Plus with it, right? Contact me, and you got something real, right? Now, what's the model outline, right? So what's the business model outline? Now, you know what? Let me. That slide did not come out the way I want. Let me go back up here. Put my animations in here. All right, so let's kind of go back here. Okay, so what is the business model outline? What are we going to be doing? First, you're going to have to pick a business-related niche, right? That's where most of you are right now. You're going to have to niche it down 1 or 2 levels. So in other words, I would say, let's say that, I'd say one of my, one of the folks here, he's an RV user. That's not his market, but he's an RV user. Let's say that he wanted his niche to be people who want to start a business but who work in their RV. I would almost say he'd have to niche it down 1 or 2 levels. He'd have to niche it down to, let's say, seniors. He may have to niche it down to seniors that want to sell their own information product. So you're going to have to find a business-related niche and niche it down. But let's get into this. Create an offer with your PLR or for your sub-niche. Create an upsell, right? This is your learning center. Start a weekly workshop. Release your PLR products as offers on a regular basis. Pre-sell these releases into your workshops. Drive traffic to your workshops, and then repeat the process. So let's get into this. First part, pick a business-related niche. Now, who do you want to coach and sell products to? Right? Important question. Please do not spend too much time on this, right? As an ultimate insider, please do not spend too much time on this because you're going to have to feel your way out. You're going to have to find your audience, right? So don't spend a lot of time sort of anguishing about this. You got to get going in a direction. And if you're going to start teaching and you're going to start doing a workshop, you got to kind of have a direction. So pick a direction, right? And understand it's going to change. It's going to change when you find out who you're resonating with. So don't anguish over this. The most important thing is to find your audience. So you got to go in that direction. So base this on who you think you want to coach and sell your products to and start teaching. You got to direct your invitations to people in a certain direction, right? So you know what to write. So you start writing based on who you want to teach. Again, understanding this is going to change. You may have to find that you change something because a certain group of people are the people that are coming to you and resonating with you. Whoever that becomes, that's who you are going to sell to, right? You may go in a direction and find that, well, that's not the people that are coming to my workshop. That's not the people who are commenting on my post, so I may not be able to sell to people even though that's the direction I went in. Right now, as you do this, it's not an exact science. You have to try to niche it down to figure out who is going to stick around and attend your workshops and who's asking your questions and who signs up for your list. Does that make sense? So if everybody with me, please put the number 5 in the question box. Okay, so as an Ultimate Insider, I am going to ask you to do me a favor and write this to me in support. Okay? Determine a direction. Okay? And send, just write. I just want you to go through the act of committing to a market. And I want you to write it down, and I want you to send me an email in support. That's all I want you to do. Your direction. And I want you to send it tonight. Tonight. Not because I don't spend 2 or 3 days on this. Please send it to me tonight, right? And just determine, okay, I want to go in this direction, right? And send it tonight. Commit to it. Commit to it and send it tonight. Now, what you must now do is you must then create an offer with the most recent PLR. Choose the platform where you want to that you want to use for the offer. Right, the most recent one is going to be StreamYard. So I want you to start with the most recent and work your way backwards. Right, so start with StreamYard and create an offer. You can either do an HTML with the HTML pages. If you want directions on how to do that, right, you can find that in the PLR Academy. Right, if you don't have the PLR Academy, when you write your email to me, it should be in your Teachable. It'll definitely be in your Teachable Learning Center, right? If you don't know how to set up a PLR product on the HTML, now you don't have to do HTML. You can also use a course platform. Yes, you can do it on Coach Zippy. So set up your course, create an offer, right? You should finish that by the end of this week. There is no reason for you not to complete StreamYard because I've given you the share code for Coach Zippy. Your offer should be ready today. Right now, use the share codes or upload it directly to Coach Zippy, doesn't matter. For those of you who bought into Everlesson or who were thinking about Everlesson, put your course in Everlesson. All right, please. Right? Get it done by the end of this week. It's now Monday. You now have until Friday. Please finish this. If you use Teachable or Thinkific, doesn't matter honestly, it doesn't matter, right? Create an offer, right? Create an offer this week. Get it uploaded. Okay, who will commit to that? Who will commit to create an offer? If you will commit to creating an offer with your PLR this week, please put the letter Y in the question box. By Friday, you will finish it. Okay, I see, okay. Product Dino, yes, Daria, that's fine. Product Dino is great. Okay, who else will commit who will upload a product and get it ready for sale? Okay, great. Now, you can use a sales page or now for your sales video, and I'll get into this here in a minute, but for the sales page or sales video, if you don't want to use a sales page, do a sales video, re-record my sales video over, right, in your own voice, right? That's all you do. Now, do you want to rebrand the videos? Now, if you want to rebrand the videos, here's a really simple way to rebrand the videos. Right now, really simple. Okay? You can rebrand the videos in StreamYard. Create a broadcast in StreamYard. Do the recording version of the video, right? Click record only. upload the video to StreamYard, right, where it says video file. When you get the video inside of StreamYard, you are going to use StreamYard in order to both record over it, or you're going to add your comments, right? Either way. Now, when you do it, all you're going to do is you're going to add in your version or your comments or your bumper in StreamYard, right? And you will control the video from within StreamYard. Very simple to do. Now, if you would like for me to outline this process, I will do that in another video. But that is how you would do it. Now, that's the fastest way to rebrand a video. I suggest you don't do it, but if you want to, I understand you want to brand it, that is the fastest way of rebranding a video. Right? Is everybody clear on that? Right? Is everybody with me? So if you vaguely understand it, right? Okay, I will do that, Tim. Now, if you vaguely understand what I just did, please put the number 6 in the question box. If you vaguely understand it. Okay, does everybody feel comfortable that they could do it, that you could try it? Okay, do you feel comfortable that you could rebrand a video and try this way? Yeah, okay, you can do it, right? Anybody can rebrand a video. This is the easiest way to rebrand a video. So Jim is asking, can you rebrand or edit on Camtasia? Yes, you can, right? All right, now, next step, create a video learning center. This is a 2-day process. You can finish this by Friday, right? All I'm going to ask you to do here is to create a subscription offer. Now, I suggest you use a platform, but you can do a membership in WordPress if you want to. Choose a platform, right? Coach Zippy is fine. Everlesson is fine, right? You know, you're going to have to use Vimeo or Captiva, but it doesn't matter, right? You can use any one of those. Choose a platform, WordPress and Vimeo or Captiva, Teachable or Thinkific, right? All you're going to do here, 3 courses, not 10, not 20, start with 3. Who can get 3 courses uploaded by the end of this week? Right, if you can get 3 courses uploaded to your course platform by the end of this week, I want you to write yes in the question box. Right? Yes, I can do it. Tim, it can be courses pre-made or from PLR. Preston already has 20 done. Okay, will you commit to getting 3 courses uploaded? Will you commit to getting 3 courses uploaded and create a bundle? Right? Who will commit to 3 courses? Okay, good. If you will commit to 3 courses, minimum, right? Put the word bundle in the question box. Okay, so Tim is asking, do you have 3 pertinent to your group? Yes, you do. Start with StreamYard. You can also maybe do Zoom and maybe Streaming Video Playbook. Those are all related. Or you can do StreamYard and Teachable. Right? Long as they are related to each other for your group. So the relationship is what, Tim, you will determine. But yes, I believe you have 3 that you could make the case that you have a bundle. So if you will commit to putting a bundle together, I want you to write bundle in the question box. Okay, now you are on record and you said it that you will do it. You will put together a course bundle to sell a subscription to. Now, create an offer page and a sales video. If you have trouble creating a sales video for your bundle offer, everybody right now, I want you to go to Google And I want you to type in David Fry's 12-point sales letter. And when you have it, and when you found it, I want you to put F-R-E-Y in the question box. So in order to create your sales video, you're going to use David Fry's 12-point sales letter. Now, when you find it in Google, I want you to write David's name in. I want you to write his last name in the question box. F-R-E-Y. When you get it, David Fry's 12-point sales letter. When you get it, write it in the question box. Now, when you write your sales video, I want you to use PowerPoint, and I want you to follow Dave's guide to the letter, right? When you first do this for your first time, right? Follow it to the letter. Don't skip steps. Write a sales video, record it using this method. You know who else does this? Ryan Dice, right? Ryan Dice sold a product that he called the video sales letter. And you know what he did? He taught David Fry's 12-point sales letter, right? So I want you to write a sales video. I want you to record the sales video. The format I want you to follow is going to be 12-point sales letter. I do not care, and you should not care if it is perfect. It is not going to be. I am not the end-all be-all at writing copy. That's not what's important. What's important is that you finish this, get it on the sales page, put a buy button on it, and get your subscription offer up and running. This is how you are going to sell your subscription offer. Now, are you going to tweak it over time? Yes. Are you going to come back and add a sales letter? Yes. But you will finish this in a week, right? Now, right? So that is how you are going to sell your Learning Center offer. Okay? Now, when you create a Learning Center, it needs to be hands-free. So don't create anything that you're going to have to create logins and passwords, right? Don't do anything like that. So if it's not going to be hands-free, it's not a subscription offer. Whatever you do, it needs to get your customer needs to get their login and password needs to be hands-free. So please do not put yourself in the middle of it, right? Don't do anything so that you have to do something. Your customer needs to get what they got to get when they make the payment, they subscribe. You must make sure they get everything. It needs to be as hands-free as you can make it. If you're going to be anything that's going to be complicated in this entire process, it's going to be it. Now, continue to brand and tweak this offer on your video sales, on your video learning center until you start getting subscribers, right? Continue to brand and tweak it. Now, if you want to reinforce this process, go through eLearning Playbook. Most of you all have been through that. You don't need to go through that to finish this. Now, this subscription offer should become the first or second upsells for your offers, right? Now, what you're going to do over time is you are going to make it easy on your sales page to feature the new content you are adding, all right? Okay, now, the next step is going to be the last thing we're going to do. I'm not going to finish this because we're already at 50 minutes. And I don't want to overwhelm anybody. I want you to finish what you've got so far. Now, but you must do this next part because it's crucial. This is the most important part. It's the most important part of the entire process. But just know we're not finished when I go through this next step. Does everybody get that? We're not going to be finished. We're going to be finished for today. I'm not going any farther because I want you all to finish what we have here. Now, the next step is the most important part. You must do this. You must do this while you're doing all the other things. You must do this. What is it? Start doing a weekly workshop to pre-sell your offers, create content, and build your list, right? That must be this week. You must start teaching. Now, this is the most important part of the process. This is the key to positioning yourself as the expert. And I have recently said, don't position yourself as the expert. I shouldn't have written that there, as the educator, right? Right? That was a faux pas. Please do not position yourself as the expert, because that's too much pressure. Position yourself as an expert, as the educator. Choose a medium. It can be Facebook Live, IG Live, TikTok, or Clubhouse. Doesn't matter which one. It's the one you like, right? Whatever you like, pick one. You have a Facebook group. You already got people in there. Do Facebook Live. If you already got people, they listen to you on IG Live. Do IG Live. If you're active on TikTok, do TikTok. If you're on Clubhouse, do Clubhouse. Doesn't matter. Pick one, right? Right now, what I would like for you to do, I would like for you to write in the box the medium that you want to do. Let me go through a few more of these. You can do a webinar platform like StreamYard, or you can do GoToWebinar, or you can do Zoom. Doesn't matter, right? Choose one. You can do YouTube Live, right? You can do YouTube Live. Doesn't matter. And then, now, here's what I'd like for you to do. I want you to write into the question box the medium that you will commit to. Danae, yes, I will definitely look at it. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Danae, will you write me in support and send that to me so we can look at it? Okay. Facebook Live for Jean. Facebook for David. Webinar for Olive. Okay, webinar for Beverly. Okay, good. Who else? Who will commit to a medium? Okay, what we are teaching on the weekly workshop is we're going to be pre-selling the product, whatever product you're going to be launching. So if it's going to be on, let's say, StreamYard, you're going to start by teaching StreamYard, how people will benefit. Or, Tim, in your case, if you're going to be talking about, you want to start talking about art, you may want to go in that direction. And so you may want to start putting together something where you can start teaching people a bite size of what it is you want to do, if that's the direction you want to go in. So again, if you don't want to necessarily go in that direction of teaching business to start, in particular, I'm talking specifically to you, Tim, you are going to teach in the direction that you want to go. Right? Yep, Helen, you're already pretty established on Facebook Live, so I know you're good. Now, teach and pre-sell your offers on a weekly basis. So don't get on there. So, okay, now, please, I'm not going to say this to you because I don't want you to not do the live. Every time you get on the live, have something to sell. So again, put yourself under pressure to get on that live and to have an offer. So again, it should be something new. But if it can be something new, it can be the same thing from week to week until you start getting a string of offers. Offer something every time you get on there. Okay? Every time, make an offer. 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 Ask for the sale. Ask for the sale. Every workshop. Now, that's not the point of this. It's you are going to be teaching, but you must make an offer in every workshop. Okay, now, in your content folder, in the content folder, Extreme 2.0, there are at least 6 pre-sales in there. Get that content, get the PowerPoint, get the transcript, use the video for reference, and then tweak it for your market and personal preference. Is everybody with me? So if that makes sense to you, I want you to put the number 7 in the question box. Okay? You do not have to teach. Okay, Tim, it is in the member downloads area and the folder that says Extreme 2.0. Right? There are pre-sales in there, and that is my workshop, which you now have the right as Ultimate Insiders to revamp and reteach. Now, if you don't like the way I did it, do it your way. If you don't like those subjects, teach the subject you want to teach. All I'm saying is use my PowerPoints as your guide so that you put together something about as long and about as meaty and do a 30-minute workshop. Now, if you don't feel that you can do a 30-minute workshop, do 15 minutes. And what you use my PowerPoint as is your gauge. You all who have been on my pre-sales, you know that I go 30 minutes. So if you can look at my PowerPoint, you'll be able to see, you know what, if I can put together about this number of slides and I can talk about this long, I can do a 30-minute workshop. Right? That's how you use my pre-sale content. Right? Does that make sense? So that pre-sale content is incredibly valuable when you start doing a weekly workshop. And again, please do not worry if people don't attend your workshops to start with, because this is going to be so much more when you start doing it on a regular basis. Let me ask you a question. I'm the only one who can see your answers. How many of you have felt like, I'd like to teach on a regular basis, I just run out of subjects to teach? If that is you, I want you to put the number 8 in the question box. Okay, so this is how you will go to the Extreme 2.0 folder, and when you run out of gas and you don't know what to teach and your workshop is coming up, let's say that Friday night is your workshop and you've been busy all week and you didn't write up the workshop. Shame on you, but you didn't write it up. You didn't write your PowerPoint. What do? You go to your Extreme 2.0 folder, you open up one of the pre-sales, you tweak it, and you deliver it. Right? Okay, Yvette, so the Extreme 2.0 folder is in the member downloads area, and you go to the Extreme 2.0 folder, and all the pre-sales are in there. Right? Good question. All right, now, if you want to be more effective, go through e-training playbook. You don't have to go through that course. And please, don't say to yourself, oh, I'm going to watch e-training playbook all the way through, and then I'm going to do my workshop. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You will not do that. Please do your workshop. Schedule it. Right? Schedule it. Schedule it for this week. Please do not wait until you go through e-training playbook. In fact, don't even go through e-training playbook until you've done 4 workshops. Don't even go through the course. Do your workshops and then come back then, go through e-training playbook in order to tweak it. Right? Don't go through that course. Do the workshops first. Get out there. Once you start doing this, don't do this before you start doing your workshop. Your first workshop, now I know I'm putting pressure on you. Your first workshop should be no later than tomorrow. Right? No later than tomorrow. Schedule it at least. You must schedule it no later than tomorrow. I would like for you to write the word schedule in the question box, if you will schedule your workshop. Now, I'm not saying it has to be tomorrow, but you will schedule it. You will go through the process of scheduling it no later than tomorrow, 24 hours. 24 hours, your workshop will be scheduled. Please put the word schedule in the question box. Okay, I will schedule it. All right, now, you will go through that process no later than tomorrow. Commit. Commit. Schedule it. You will schedule it. You will get in there and you will do it. You will do it. Now, you do not have to teach what I'm telling you to teach. You will teach something. Maybe it can be, listen, it can be something that's sticking in your craw. It can be, I saw one guy teach on how not to buy software. It doesn't have to be what I'm telling you to teach. I'm saying to you that when you get in a jam, go to Extreme 2.0 and teach that. Right now, a little more in the weekly workshop, I'm going to let you go. This is not a sales webinar. So, what I'm saying to you, you can also add in, sometimes you can do a weekly Q&A call in addition to that. Right? I'm not saying you have to, but you can. Use this workshop as your video content. Very important. Right? This is going to be your content. You can have it transcribed for blog posts. Right? So those of you who don't like to write, have your workshop transcribed. Strip out the audio, edit it for your podcast. Right? Optimize it, put it on your YouTube channel. So when you commit to this workshop, you are going to have blog post content. You are going to have audio content. You are going to have YouTube content. When you commit to a weekly workshop, when you commit. Now, all of your problems of content creation go away. They will all go away the minute you start doing this. Then, every time you create a new blog post, a new podcast, a new YouTube, a new training, what you're going to do, share it on all your social media. Share it. YouTube even has a create a post section where you can share your stuff on there too. Share all of it, right? How many of you have struggled with having stuff to share, right? Now you don't. You now have a workshop to share. Listen, when you schedule your workshop, share that. When you have the replay, share that. When you turn it into a blog post, share that. When you turn it into a podcast, share that. When you put it on your YouTube channel, share that. Right? You now have 7 things to share on 7 days, every day of the week. Right? When you do a weekly workshop. Now, this is it. This is the last thing I'm going to tell you because I just kind of want you to I've already been going for an hour and I don't want to go any further than that. Okay, so Tim is asking, this is a great question. Could I use a weekly recap of the Mastery Art course I'm taking yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Tim. Yes. So Tim's asking, could he do a recap of an art course that he's taking? Absolutely. So anything that you're learning, right? You're involved. Let's say that you're reading a book, right? You're reading a book. You know what's really cool? If you did a book review, and now, what you have to be prepared for now, when you do this, is you choose a book. Let's say you decide to read .com Secrets. And you're going to review each chapter, right? And you're going to do this on a weekly basis. Cool thing to do. And you start putting that on your YouTube channel. You know what's going to happen? Now you got to be prepared for this. People are going to start listening to you and they're going to come to you and they're going to say, you know what? That's really cool, right? Again, be creative, right? You can do this any way you want. Right now, Last thing I want to tell you on this call, right now, we are halfway through. Now we are not, I know I want to finish this, but I don't want to give you any more than this. Here we are. You're going to make 4 invitations on every workshop. Number one, at the end of every workshop, you ask people, join your list, right? Send them to your opt-in page, right? Tell them where they can get their opt-in page. Now, you don't have to do them in this order, but you're going to ask them to join your list. Second invitation, buy something, right? Buy your offer. Please do not send them to an affiliate offer, right? Not an affiliate offer, your offer. So your PLR offer should be your offer, right? Send them to buy your offer. Tell them how they're going to benefit and why they should buy it. If you want to do it the way I do it, look at any of my pre-sales, and that's when I do it, right? Now, I'm not going to be doing any of this on this call because you're an insider, right? I'm not going to do that here. But if I could pre-sell you on, or I could do the Canvas stuff, right? I could make an offer for that, but I'm not going to do that here. Every call, make an offer. Every single call. Every call you do, people need to join your continuity program, offer your membership. So you have to give it a name, right? Give it a cool name. Give it a catchy name. Now, I know that, Ultimate Insider is not a catchy name, right? So do better than I did, but develop a name for it, right? And tell people and say, you know what? Here's and at the end of your call, you know what? One of the best ways to get that one offer that I just told you about is to become part of, Yvette's, Yvette Scholars, right? And Yvette Scholars, here's what we do. We do X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. And, the only way I can really help you is I need more time with you on an extended basis. And this is the way I do it. And I do this with Yvette Scholars. So go to here, check out Yvette Scholars, see what we're about, and come be part of us, right? Something like that. Doesn't have to be that way. It can be like that. Now, last thing, ask them to give a testimonial, right? However you do it, right? Say, the way I do it, and you don't have to do it my way, is I say, hey, if you like what you learned, please give us a shout out, right? Go to this URL and give us a shout out. Now, I've got a testimonial tool. I think I got it from AppSumo. I don't know if they still have it. It's called Dorsal. You might be able to still get it on AppSumo, but you don't have to use that, right? You don't need that. Just tell them where they can go and write a testimonial to you. It can be a place on your blog and just something where they can go give you a testimonial. Every call, those 4 invitations at the end should take you a total of 40 seconds to do all 4 of those things. Right? No, maybe not. Maybe a minute, minute and a half. Right? Join your list, buy your offer, join your continuity program, give a testimonial. On each weekly workshop you do. Right now, when you do your workshop, one of the tricks you can do is you can incentivize people with a gift to stay to the end. Right? You don't have to do that, but you can do that. Right? You can do that. All right? Okay, now, I'm going to stop here. We're going to pick it up from this point, and I would just like to see that you all are making progress on those 4 things, right? So the things that we've shared so far, I would like to see that you feel comfortable with this process at this point. So the most important thing is for you to start teaching on a regular basis, right? Get comfortable. Excuse me. Now, does that make sense? Is everybody with me? So if you're with me so far, please put the number 9 in the question box. All right. So let's see, I got a question here from Jim. See if I can see it all, Jim. Yeah, okay, so training on how to upload and sell it. Jim, okay, so Jim, you can, I think in my Teachable, in the Teachable Learning Center, there's a PLR Academy, and the PLR Masterclass is in there. That is how you upload that. Also, I have a training called Ultimate PLR Setup, and you can find that at plrshow.com/setup. And so you can use that as the basic setup. So plrshow.com/setup has the setup process. Right? Good question. Okay, yeah, Preston, is the replay going to be in the members area? Actually, Preston, it's going to be in the members area. I'm also going to make this public. Okay, so David, contact me in support. I'll give you the access in Teachable. Right, everything's in Teachable. Okay, yep, George, I'll show you the last slide. Okay, so does everybody have a game plan? Okay, so you got a game plan. And so you can get started doing this, folks. And if you will do this, I bet before we even get back together, good things will happen. Right? Somebody may want to come and partner with you. Somebody's going to come and think, oh, you're awesome. You've been the person I've been waiting for. You just never know what's going to happen. But you got to get out there. And you got to start being yourself. And you got to start teaching. Right? Position yourself as the educator. All right. So we got a game plan. And I'm not sure when we'll get back together about this, but we will pick it up from the next time. Right, what Jim says, I thought you said somebody might want to party with you. Well, partnering and partying is the same thing, Jim. Partnering is a party. All right, everybody. So let's get moving. And yeah, I'm going to make this public, right? And so if you're watching this and you're watching this and you're not an Ultimate Insider, I don't know why you're not, but you need to be. And so I'm going to put a URL here in the description area here on YouTube. You can come and you can become an Ultimate Insider. Okay, so whatever. Hey, Daria, I'm going to send out. I'm going to send out the slides. So I will send that to you by email, and I will also make it available in the member area, Daria. So you don't have to worry about it. You'll get it. I'll make it a PDF, and I'll get it to you. Okay, everybody. Well, thanks very much for hanging out with me here. Let's get moving. Have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.